Hey everybody, Scratch Off Chicken Man here. Welcome to another attempt at escaping crippling financial debt. We got our tickets for today. Crossword, top prize 50 grand. That'd be sweet. And Jaws, no. Who will be next? Top prize $100,000. That'd be pretty sweet. Let's get started. Hope everyone's having a good week. Got ourselves a Baby Friday, as the cool kids call it. We talked a little bit about cool kids yesterday. What the cool kids do. What the cool kids say. Not one of them, but we can still hear them. We can still hear what they're saying. I was thinking, chat with a buddy. I know I'm usually chatting with a buddy, but chat with a buddy. And we're talking about the idea where, like, our generation, like, okay, we're going to start here. Our parents' generation would train for, like, one job. They could find a job in, like, the newspaper, and then they could work there for, like, 40 years, 45 years, and then they could buy a house for, like, $80, and then, they'd have their 3.5 kids and the white picket fence and stuff like that. And it just seemed like a pretty easy way to go, to kind of make a life of things. But the main point was that they could kind of be trained for one job. The idea where they could kind of do one thing. It's like, you need to just push this button, or you need to just work at this factory. You just need to move this box back and forth. That's your job. And you just do that, and then that was a business. And the business just had a bunch of people that just kind of did one job, and which what it was. We still had our police officers, we still had our firefighters, we still had our doctors and dentists and lawyers. But there's a lot of people that were just factory workers. And we kind of don't have that as much anymore. I know I'm slowing down when I'm saying that, but just the idea where, like, you kind of get trained for a job. Even when people are in school these days, you get trained for a job, and then there's no J's for job in here. But it's like by the time you get out of school, like say you want to be a graphic designer, it's like you go to school, be a graphic designer, and then the program changes, like the actual programs that you're using change like 4 times in the 4 years that you're actually there. And by the time you graduate, you're like, oh, you need to have 5 years of experience using this program. And you're like, this program has been out for 3 years. What is going on here? What in the heck is actually happening here? And then so you graduate, and then there's some kid that comes out, like, especially if you're like, you graduate, and some kids is like a co-op student's coming in, he's torturing everybody because they know all the programs because they can learn stuff at home for free, just on YouTube, and then the company's like, you know what, we could just pay this kid like nothing because he's living at home with his parents. And then the person that actually went to school for it, it's like, well, a bit expensive, or like, oh, the other one that's awesome too. Oh, you're just a little bit overqualified for the position. Overqualified, willing to take the money, but overqualified. Well, it's a little bit of a kick in the pants from people trying to figure that stuff out. But anyway, back to the point that we're chatting about. It's just the idea that, you're kind of trained for a job when you go to school, you go to college. I will say, you go to college. If you go to university, I'm not saying you kind of learn whatever, but you kind of learn whatever at university. I think people go to university to say that they went to university. And then they still gotta get on like everybody else to figure out how to actually do their job, unless their job is to teach at a university. But that's a conversation for another day. But anyways, back to the idea. You're trained for like one job when you leave school, but like our generation's expected to be trained for like 2, 3, maybe even 4 jobs, just because usually technology is moving so fast, and just the way things are with companies and businesses and stuff. It's like they keep moving and shaking because they still want to keep making the record profits. But people that actually do the human jobs are like, they can barely keep up, sort of thing. So it's a little bit tricky these days, and people trying to figure that stuff out. Anyways, on top of that, my buddy was talking about, wanting to kind of get out of the idea of working for other people. And part of me is like, join the club, buddy. Like, no one wants to work for somebody else. A lot of people want to be their own boss, which is one of the funniest, financial kicks in the pants you can possibly get. Because most people, like, there's basically 3 people when it comes to actually running a job. There's the entrepreneur, which is where the mind comes in of like, I'm the person with the idea. There's the manager, is the person that figures out how it all works. Because usually the entrepreneur is kind of heads in the clouds a little bit about how things actually work. But the manager actually makes the schedule to figure out how to actually get everything done. And then there's the technician they refer to, and the technician is the person that actually does the work. So the idea, a lot of people when they start a business, they become the entrepreneur, they have the idea, We got radar. Boo, 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 boo. So that's what came out of my body when I saw the word radar. Also, I think about the show MASH. MASH is a fantastic show. You should watch it. Some of the jokes don't land so well because of the political climate, but it's still overall a pretty good show. Anyways, the idea, when most entrepreneurs, they end up wearing all three of those hats. They end up becoming the entrepreneur with the idea, become the manager, try to figure out how the work gets done, the technician that can actually do the work. My thing is, I spoke with this guy. It's like, you're an excellent technician. You're really good at getting the work done. Your management, that's where people are going to get held up. And the entrepreneur, you can have the idea all day long, but if you can't figure out a way to make a schedule to actually get the work done, and I think where the actual, because I've seen this before, the actual test is, can you run the business and not do the work? Because so many people, they can't let go of the idea of doing the work because they do such a good job. So hiring somebody, they're just like, well, I can do it better. And it's like, you can, but can you do the same amount of output as 4 people doing the work? Because that's how you build a business. So the idea, you basically want to work 24 hours a day doing the everything at this job, or do you want to just do the work and let somebody else have the sleepless nights, have the, all the customer issues that they need to deal with, and then also have the crippling financial debt that may come with it. Not saying from personal experience, but just saying in general. It's one of those things where there's a lot more that goes along with running a business than just like putting up a sign on the internet saying, open for business. Everyone give me your money. I will do the thing. So I try to convince my buddy, like, you know what, maybe you just want to stay a technician and just enjoy things for what they are. We're getting near the end here. Oh man, an O would be good because then we'd have Ottawa, we'd have Tome, we'd have Off, we'd have Nook. We're not getting an O. We are not getting an O. We just know that. Not getting an, like, basically everything that's left on the board right now, we're not going to get. That's not saying that's being pessimistic, but I'm just being realistic about it. And a C. C, I told you. I think we did pretty good in this one though. It was nice we got Waiter. But reminding me again, MASH is a fantastic show. It's really good. Again, some of the jokes don't land. Some things are a little bit outdated on there, but it's kind of like, it's a modern day Marx Brothers if you get that style of humor. All right, so I think we just got right on that. That's okay. That's okay. We can move on. Speaking of which, moving on to Jaws. Who will be next? All right, I'm gonna do the big dirty scratch on this one. Enjoy it last time. I'm not gonna do the dirty scratch on the actual numbers we get here. I'm gonna let that go a little bit, but we're in the 40s right now. Yeah, 30. And 42. Oh, maybe this is the 40s card that we got. Anyways, back to the idea. Oh, it's a dirty scratch. It's dirty. It just feels rotten doing that. This feels wrong. It's so right at the same time. Back to the idea. I'm not about to be in a position where if someone wants to do something, I'm not gonna let them do it. Like, I'm not saying there's things that you can and cannot do that will ruin your life, but at the same time, life is it's an adventure. It's not about the destination, it's about the journey. And if people want to try stuff, like go try it. If someone wants to try to like be a painter professionally, I'm not going to stop them. Do I think it's a good idea? Nope. But at the same time, if it fills their heart with joy, go do it. So when my buddy was talking about starting a business, I was like, you know what? If that's what you want to do, like, yeah, you probably wanted to start it 5-10 years ago, but as the saying goes, and this is kind of one of the things I always think about, if you want to start something, yeah, the best time to plant a tree is 10 years ago. The second best is today. So, and the third best is actually tomorrow. You could get started today, but you always get started tomorrow. But that's kind of what I told him. I was like, you know what? If you really want to do this, like, just start it. Just start it. Just kind of clear your plate. Don't chase too many rabbits, as they say. Don't chase too many rabbits, and just start it and see how it goes. And I'll let them know. I'm like, you're an excellent technician. So maybe what you need to do is hire a manager. You gotta hire people if you're running a business. If you're not hiring people, I don't know what to tell you. Anyways, 49, 47, 31, 42, and 16. Moving on here. Say 49. Not seeing it. 47. Not seeing it. 31. Not seeing it. 42. Not seeing it. 43. We got neighbor. What was that neighbor? Neighbor was $1,000. That'd be sweet. and 16, 17, and 15, two neighbors, 100 grand, 25,000 big ones. Oh, that would have been fantastic. But not seeing it. Sometimes I just scratch the neighbors just to kind of see what's there. So, nothing on this one. I had a lot of faith in these cards. I really did. I really thought this might be done, son. Are we getting $50 today? Are we getting $50? Are we getting 50? We're getting umbrella. Oh, shade from the sun. Cheeky. Cheeky card, what you did there. Which reminds me, I always forget about the bottom of these crossword cards. We got a lucky symbol. Let's get squashing that here. That's going to take us in today. We got a necklace. We got a ladybug. We got a banana. Hey, I'm just joking. We got a plane. That was a banana. And we got a heart. And we got a key. So nothing here. What could we got? A little bit of grocery money, which would have been pretty nice, but is what it is. I think we're minus 21 on the week. So this would put us at no, I think we're minus 22 on the week. Something like that. I don't know if I'm looking at the one from yesterday. So either minus 29 or minus 30 on the week right now. But that's okay, because if we win 50 grand, then that's going to make all the wrongs. The ideas here are going to make them all right, because that's the way it works in life. You just got to go big. Anyways, if you're thinking of starting something, even be it a diet or exercise plan, or just being a better person in general, there's no timetable to pay attention to. Just start today or start tomorrow. Again, tomorrow's just as good to go to bed and go, fresh start tomorrow. I'm gonna stop being a bit of a jerk tomorrow. That's if we're trying to be a better person, that's what you could do. All right, thanks for hanging out. Hope everyone has a good day ahead of them. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Good luck out there.